You're listening to an AppleViz podcast. Hello there and welcome. My name is Thomas Domville, also known as Anonymous. In this podcast, I'm going to show you how to set a Vibrate-Only alarm on iOS. So this comes up for me from time to time, whether I am in a meeting or if I need to get up from a nap or in the morning, to make sure I am up and ready for the morning. And you just don't want that blaring alarm sound or tone going off to wake up the dead or everybody in the house, right? Or I'm in a meeting or a business or a podcast. I just need to have a timed set so I know to either wrap it up or I have an important appointment I need to get to, and I just simply don't want to interrupt everybody else. You've probably been there, right? And in this podcast, I'm going to show you how you can set your alarm clock to vibrate only. And that way, it only disturbs you and nobody else around you. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open up my iPhone, and we are going to go over to the clock app, and that is where the alarm clock lives.
Clock, 11:18 a.m. Double tap to open.
And here we are. Let's just do a one-finger double tap on the clock app itself.
Clock.
And the first thing we need to do is we need to go to the bottom left-hand corner of your device and find the first tab.
Tab bar. Selected. World clock. Tab. 1 of 4.
So in my case, the world clock is already selected, and I'm just going to swipe to the right once.
Alarm. Tab. 2 of 4.
And now we got to the alarm tab. Now we need to select that. And I just implemented a one-finger double tap to select that. Let's go to the top half of the screen with 4 fingers tap at the top half of your phone.
Add button.
Until we get to the add button. Now, of course, this will work if you want to create a new alarm or if you have an existing alarm. I'll show you how to do that as well. I'm going to go ahead and just create one here so you know how to do it from this angle. And I'll just do one finger double tap on the add button.
Double tap to dismiss pop-up window. Button.
All right, so let's begin with the layout. And as I swipe to the right,
cancel button.
We have the cancel button, which is at the top left-hand corner. So at any time you want to jump out without creating the alarm, just do that cancel button there. Keep swiping to the right.
Add alarm. Heading. Save button.
And that is where your save button is when we are all done is said. That is at the top right-hand corner. You're going to swipe to the right here.
11 o'clock. Picker item. Adjustable. 11 of 12. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
Now, it's going to pop up values what time it is now at the time that you're looking at the app. So I am going to set this for, how about 8 a.m.? So I'm going to swipe down, or you can swipe up. Either way you want to do this.
10 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 of 12.
And now we got that set. Now I'm going to swipe to the right here.
20 minutes. Picker item. Adjustable. 21 of 60. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
Now, I want to set that to 8 o'clock straight up. So that needs to be 8:00. So this is the minute ticker. So I need to swipe up or down until we get to the 00. Since this is set to 20, it's going to be easier for me to swipe down until I get to 0 than swiping up. So I'll swipe down here, and I'll do a slow at first, and then I'll speed it up, and then I'll slow it down at the last couple minutes there.
19 minutes, 18 minutes, 17 minutes, 6, 5, 4, 13, 12, 11, 10, 0, 0, 3 minutes, 0, 2 minutes, 3, 0, 1 minute, 2, 0, 0 minutes, 1 of 60.
All right, so we got this set up to 8 o'clock, and now go to the right here.
AM, picker item, adjustable, 1 of 2. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
Now we need to make sure that is set to AM, PM. I am okay with that. I do want to be woken up at 8 a.m. here. Let's swipe to the right.
Repeat, never, button.
Now I'm not going to go in depth. That's more of the clock basic podcast, but this is just to show you the vibrate only. If you double tap that, you can select which day if you want to repeat this.
Label, alarm, text field. Double tap to edit.
Now it's time to give it a label. I'm just going to leave this as is.
Sound, radar, button.
All right, so here comes the sound part. Now mine's set to radar. Yours may sound different. You may have a different default sound. And what's really curious in this is that there's a couple things to point out in this area. And we definitely want you to head into this. So one finger double tap on this.
Radar, default, button.
So there's the radar tone or the sound that it's set to. Now yours may look a little different, and that's okay, just depending what sounds you have. But you have these various sorts of sounds you can pick from.
Apex, button, beacon, button, bulletin, button.
And you get the point. But what we want to do is tell the alarm not to have any tone at all. And so we want to do a 4-finger tap at the bottom half of the screen.
None, button.
Voila. That's the cool part is the very last element, and we want to double tap this as none. So do 1-finger double tap.
None.
And I wish it would select that, like that's selected, but it doesn't say that. But I know I double tap that. Now, that's only half of the things I want to show you in here. Let's go to back to the very top of this page by doing a 4-finger tap at the top half of the screen.
Double tap to dismiss pop-up window, button.
Let's go to the right here.
Back button.
I'm not quite ready to go right or back.
Sound, heading.
Let's keep going to the right.
Vibration, alert, button.
Excellent. This is the cool area. If you never explored in this area, you should, because let's double tap this.
Standard, heading.
We have different types of haptic feeling, so the vibration that you get on your phone. And really, this is going to depend up to you. If you're a deep sleeper, so if you're taking a nap or you need to be woken up and you need to be kind of woken up with an aggressive one, you probably want to select something that's more aggressive. Or if you are a light sleeper or you are in a meeting, you don't want the thing going to go bonkers, right? Because you can still hear the vibration. But if you just do a chill one, it won't be as bad. And so you have all these variation of vibrations. So if you swipe to the right.
Accent, button. Alert, default, button. Heartbeat, button. Quick, button. Rapid, button.
So obviously, like rapid is going to be more pronounced, so you'll be able to feel it even more. So just give those a whirl, because if you double tap on it, it will give you an example how that haptic feeling feels like. And so select the one that you feel will suit best for that alarm. And once you got that set up, voila. So let's go back out of here, top left.
Sound, back button.
Double tap that.
Sound, vibration, alert, button.
And then one more time, top left.
Back button.
Go back.
Back button. Double tap to dismiss pop-up window, button.
Now we're back at the screen where we set the time up and where we just left off when we double tapped on the sound. Now let's go back to the sound and make sure it is set to none.
Sound, none, button.
Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Now the vibration is there, even though it doesn't say that. And just for fun and giggles, if you go to the right.
Snooze, switch button, on.
Snooze is set on. Obviously, if you need that, go ahead and put that on. Otherwise, just tap that off, double tap it, and we are done. Top right is your save button.
Save, button.
And we are done. 1-finger double tap on that.
Edit, button.
Now, your clock or alarm should be on this screen. So let's find it here.
8 a.m. Alarm, on. Double tap to toggle setting. Actions available.
And there's your alarm. Easy as that. Now it's already set on. If you want to turn that off, 1-finger double tap, turn that off. If I swipe down,
delete.
I can delete this alarm entirely, or swipe down again,
edit.
Double tap on edit, and that will take you to that page where we just left off. If I need to rename it, change the time, change the vibrate, whatever you need to do, that's how you can edit an existing one or the one you just made. Simple as that. So that's how you set a vibrate-only alarm. However, as an added bonus, I am going to go to the bottom left-hand corner.
Tab bar, world clock, tab, 1 of 4.
Go to the right.
Selected, alarm, tab 2 of 4.
Go to the right one more.
Stopwatch, tab 3 of 4.
And lastly,
Timer, tab 4 of 4.
we have the timer. Now, you have probably used timer a lot, right? And that's okay. So if you double tap on timer, let's go to top here.
0 hours. Picker item. Adjustable. 1 of 24.
So this is where you can set your timer. But what I want to show you is go to the right.
5 minutes. Picker item. 0 seconds. Picker item. Cancel. Dimmed. Button. Start. Button. When timer ends. Radar. Button.
There it is. When it ends, radar. Now, what makes this a little different is, I'm going to show you something. Double tap here.
Cancel. Button.
Now, this is a little different. And that this sound here is there is no way to set it to none. So here's my advice to you. The easiest way to do this, and you probably heard about the iTunes Store. You can go to your iTunes Store on your phone. There is an app called iTunes, and do a search for silence or silent. And that will give you a ringer or tone that is completely silent. Great for phones, as what I have set up for all calls that are not on my contacts. So that's how I set that up. So anytime I get a call from somebody I don't know, it uses the silent. Plus, as a bonus, you can use this in your timer. So I have one downloaded here. Let's go to the right.
When timer ends. Set. Button. Store. Heading. Tone store. Button. Download all purchase tones. Button. This will download all ringtones and alerts purchased. Airplane fasten seat belting. Button.
Now you get to hear all these tones I purchased. And that one I used to use for to receive text. I get the ding dong.
Armed car alarm alert text tone. Sound effect. Button. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate.
That's the one I have set now for my text.
It's a small world. Button.
That's a ringtone.
Mickey Mouse Club March. Sweet Crystal Vare. Button.
Another ringtone.
Roadrunner beep beep. Button. Silent. Button.
Voila.
Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate.
If you double tap this now you can't hear that, but my phone just vibrated. And that is the purpose, is that there's no tone, no sound. And so when I set the timer from now on, it will use that silence. So what you used by default is what's going to use for any future timer. And that's the same for the alarm. So if you create any alarm, what we set before and we set to none, that's something you need to think about and check on, because if you do want the sound, you'll have to go back in there and set it. And whatever you set will now be set as default. So this is how to set a Vibrate-Only alarm on iOS with a little additional bonus of how to make your timer silent as well. Hope this helps out. My name is Thomas Domville, also known as Anonymous. Until next time, bye-bye.
This AppleVis podcast has been brought to you by the community of AppleVis.com for the latest in resources and tips and tricks to get you the best experience from your Apple device. Visit www.applevis.com.